What's going on? Jake here with Uncommon EDC, and today we're going to be taking a look at the RoseCraft Blades Buffalo River Jack model RCT030. I have two configurations to take a look at today, the green micarta you see here, as well as that beautiful Bora blue bone. Both cover options look great, but I've always loved the way this Bora blue bone looks, just a natural material with beautiful dye on it, and this one's no exception. So price point on these is $61.99 for the micarta version or $62.99 for the bone version. Pretty comparable, but you're going to pay slightly more for the bone. And Uncommon 10 will save you 10% off either option if they're full price over on the RoseCraft website as usual, and that's any full price knife over there, so gonna cut off a little over $6 on each of these. I'll make sure to leave a link to where you can find them down in the description of the video, and as well as list that coupon code, so if you're gonna be picking one up, make sure to take advantage of that discount. Now these are coming to me by way of the RoseCraft pass around group, so after I finish with them, they'll be rerouted to Titanium Justin. Be sure to tune into his video on it as well. But I do still have a giveaway going for the Mud Creek Congress if you haven't entered that already. As this video is going live, there's a few days left to enter, so I'll probably draw on this coming Sunday. So again, a few days to get in there if you haven't already and you want a chance to win that, be sure to get your entry in. But moving on to our Buffalo River Jack. As has been tradition with the traditional lineup, this is designed by Andy Armstrong. Did a great job on these once again. Pretty mid-sized knife, a little bit on the larger side for a slip joint, but still a medium-sized knife, I'd say at about 6.6 inches in overall length. It comes in at 3.75 inches in that closed position, and so for me that equates to a full forefinger grip. I wear a size large glove, so your mileage may vary there, but really comfortable ergos on here. We don't have that second blade to contend with, so it's going to give us a nice kind of neutral positioning on that interior handle, and you can see the subtle curve that gives us that swell at the butt end of the knife. Really helps you lock in comfortably. It fills up your hand nicely without being too large, and so I find the ergos to be on this one to be very, very comfortable. Now, in terms of our fit and finish, obviously these are always stellar with RoseCraft. So we got the brushed satin steel bolsters with the fluted bolster, have that rose bomb shield. That always looks great on these more narrow handled knives. This one is a little bit thicker, so maybe could have accommodated some of those other shields, but I think that one still looks great here on both examples. Obviously we have our nickel silver pins. Not going to be any sort of stepping or gapping with our liners, our pins. Everything's always completely flush and just really well done. They are having their second sale where you may see some of that variation, but obviously you're getting that nice discounted price in exchange for that, so maybe worth taking advantage of if there's any still in stock. Definitely check that out as well. But really, really beautiful on our fit and finish here. With our blade, we get that 2.9 inch clip point style blade. So anytime a traditional knife is coming in close to 3 inches, you're never going to see like 3.1. They'll usually be 2.9 like this, so that they'll be legal in countries with that blade length restriction on non-locking knives. And so they make sure to keep it under that 2.9 inches there, so it's legal pretty much everywhere, and has that nail nick deployment, the heavy swedging that Andy Armstrong is known for. Beautiful walk and talk on these, nice and kind of snappy into all three positions, really jumps into each position nicely, and the acoustics are great on these as well. It is a nail nick deployment, and so it's got a pretty mild pull, which I think is intentional, so they're not nail breakers. I'd say probably, again, about a 4.5 to around a 5. Now, I got a 3 of these, and so they're very consistent between models, which tells you that pull weight is very intentional. All of them are around that same range, about 4.5 or 5 or so, but not too heavy on any of them, which is nice for those nail nick deployments. You're not going to worry about, again, breaking that thumbnail. And so really easy to open, again, really great acoustics, great looking knives, solid ergos on these. Overall, definitely a winner. They're also pretty mid-size, so if you have just your standard large slip, these are going to fit into there nicely. No need to order the smalls or the extra larges. These fit in there really nicely, and in those slips, I can usually drop those in that fist pocket or that coin pocket really nicely with just the top of the slip exposed. You can pinch and pull it out really easily, so nice way to store them. These are going to be pretty much identical in all of these specs, but the weight is going to be slightly different. So on our green micarta version, which we have here, weighs in at 2.32 ounces. That's going to be the lighter of the two. Obviously, micarta is a little bit lighter than bone. With our Bora Bora blue bone, that one weighs in at 2.49 ounces. So a difference of only 0.17 ounces, not 0.17 ounces. Very negligible. You're not going to notice a major difference, but the bone is slightly heavier than that green micarta. Really great looking knives. Let me know what you think of them down in the comments below. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, subscribing, checking out some other content. All helps the channel out a ton, and I hope you have a great one. Take care.